Okay. Hi there, and welcome to our first advanced satware AI webinar, where we will introduce our most advanced AI systems and our newest plugins, so you can see what you are going to get in the future. First, I will check that the screen sharing is up. Yeah, that looks great. What you will see today is our main AI in action. It's Jane, and oh, I see the internet connection is too low, so that might cause some interruptions in audio. Let me just check that. Yeah, it seems to be the wireless LAN in the new studio. Okay, perhaps we will fix it good. Okay, Adrian says it sounds good. I got a message here that the audio quality is reduced because of internet speed. Okay, I will note that for later and just go on. Let me check out if I can make a screenshot here. That's the message I'm getting. Command import error on my side. Okay. We'll see that later. I just check one thing and open the door. Okay, it says deactivate video. Okay, perhaps it's okay when my camera video is deactivated. I would have loved to interact with you with a picture, but okay, just check the internet connection again. Perhaps I see some improvement now. Back to video. Now, when activating the video, I get the performance reduction. So let's go on without a video. What I want to present today is outlook of the new feature to come in our chat interface. We are going to use Jane, our mother AGI system, because she is developing the most current plugins and knows most of it. So I will just ask Jane to show her current integrated plugins, functions, MCP servers. Hey, Jane. We're on air presenting your capabilities to our audience. Please list your tools. Okay, it's a live presentation, so it's always possible that we get some errors, but okay. What you see here is how she operates, what she thinks. She has sequential thinking, advanced multi-step reasoning with self-refinement, can search internet vector databases, uses Perplexity for research and deep research, Firecrawl AI-based extraction from other web pages, YouTube transcripts. She can visualize context with charts rendering, mermaid diagrams, has an interactive canvas for coding, image generation, editing, DALL-E, image search by Google to look up images if there are copyright frauds and so on. For development, JavaScript execution, JavaScript is executed in the local browser, so the code is executed on your machine. The faster your machine is, the faster the code is executed. Quite nice is Context 7 library documentations. Context 7 offers detailed library definitions for the most current online available tool sets. I will show that later. We have a full GitLab integration, full repository management, files, issues, pipelines. I will create a demo project in this coding session and show you how the machine manages the complete creation of a repository, code insertion, and so on. Communication, Jane can use its email system to send emails, receive emails, answer emails, can search in emails. Documentation systems, everything the AI creates can be put out into a DokuWiki for documentation. I've started here with an empty branch in our documentation system where I will generate a German definition of the current keynote I'm making. So you can see how the system initializes pages, that language is not a barrier. Next is Puppeteer Suite. It can browser automate to access something. We will try to access a page, analyze a page for security, and so on. All in all, we have over 50 specialized tools across reasoning, research, development. And now Jane is ready to do some demonstration. So I would like to ask Jane to init this wiki page in German, as it's for planning events like this, where I show the capabilities. Let's start. Hey, Jane, let's create a DokuWiki page for a demonstration of your current tools and capabilities. Some sort of script, what we should show to our audience. They are techies, scientists, guys like me. So now I will tell her, put the page here in German, because our documentation is in German. Most of our customers speak German, so that should be in German also. Okay, that did not insert where I wanted it to. Let's correct that. Like me, and insert Wiki-satware.com keynotes. Okay, since it's DokuWiki, it should just know the namespace where I want the new page. Let's have a look what she does. Jane is thinking on reasons, new DokuWiki page, where it is. She needs to use her DokuWiki tool so she knows where to access the page. She will write this in German and use proper DokuWiki formatting. Sometimes that does not work, but we have the DokuWiki syntax definition right at hand here. I think it's wiki syntax. Yeah, and then the syntax, we have a lot of formatting rules and examples, and it's now easy to just say to Jane, hey, look up the wiki syntax and correct your output. Oh, great, she already created a page. That is the page that was empty before. We see how it uses our DokuWiki MCP server. Here, some greetings fly out to Adrian, who implemented this using our AI over the weekend, and it's one of the most capable systems I've ever seen to use DocuWiki. So great work, Adrian. I'm really proud of you. And it works perfect, as you can see here. It just created a wonderful wiki page. How Jane wants to be presented next time. Oh, Adrian, yeah, you like that. Now you see it's in German. It shows Michael, heute zeige ich euch Jane Alesi, what I'm doing just now. Here I see some formatting mistakes, no problem, I can edit it. I shall show her adaptive intelligence, multi-phase reasoning, so that's great. She knows what she is, what she can do, real-time research power, visualization, DevOps integration, practical things, and audience interaction prompts, so what I should ask her. And as you can see, the AI adapts to the request I've sent. I just asked her, hey, Jane, we are on air presenting your capabilities, and she created this wonderful wiki page draft directly on the fly. And now I have a script, what I can follow. Let's just check. Jane, analysiere folgendes Problem, schrittweise Microservice. Okay, she even created the questions. Let's see what she does. So because this is in German and I want to make the talk in English, I first ask her to translate to English. Jane analyzed the following problem step by step. That's a good example, step-by-step reasoning. We need to design a microservice architecture for 10 million users, ensure GDPR compliance, and maintain latency under 100 milliseconds. Should be interesting. So as you can see in the interface, it's easy to extract things. Everything is markdown based. You can edit information in an advanced canvas where you can even rewrite everything that's made in a AI edit. So you really don't need to exit one chat until your context window is filled. We are now at about 25% of the model's input length. We will break that length definitely, but I will show you how easy it is to go on with a project that needs more context. Okay. Now I will say to Jane, analyze the following problems step by step. Agent is thinking, information uncertainty. She says the problem is on the problem scale from 0 to 10 on an 8 to 10, complex full reasoning suite required. Now the system switches into a super dense reasoning system, multi-think. It says it needs eight steps to come to the result, breaking down the constraints. Our system is always open, shows what it thinks, so you can use that information later for projects that are similar. Microservice architecture, 10 million, and you always see if the system gets what you want it to do, and if not, you can stop, edit your prompt, and go on, or even fork your prompt. So the platform itself is very capable. Okay, now it did a research. Research confirms key architectural patterns, service mesh for traffic management, and so on. Now it checks the GDPR compliance, microservice architecture, data sovereignty, audit trails, so that we, since our company is based in Germany and we love our Datenschutz because it's quite comprehensive, and we should always protect the data of our customers, and our AI should do so also. Architecture, synthesis, implementation roadmap, thinking goes on. Complex problem analysis, okay. Microservice architecture design, core constraints. So I see that the machine understood what I want. performance optimized tier, edge CDN, API gateway, service mesh, microservices, edge computing layer, CDN, okay, service mesh, microservice design principles, GDPR, everything she thought of. Quite good. Kubernetes orchestration, database strategy, sharding, monitoring. It would take quite a lot of time to plan something like that on the in the old used ways with long discussions and so on. Okay, it even made up a. Oh, sorry, no, it's not making up things. It's actually planning the time it will take. 1 to 4 weeks for the foundation, compliance checking, performance checking, intelligence, and it defines success matrix. Without success matrix, projects are doomed to fail, I think. So here, targets and the cost efficiency. Risk mitigation, our technical risk, compliance risks, data breach, confidence level, how confident is our AI? AIs hallucinate, they sometimes make up facts, and our system calibrates itself and does an estimation how sure she is that that was what she provides is a correct answer. Based on verified industry best practice, she can verify that by an online research on the best practices. The internet is full of good resources that explain the current best practices. Thanks to open source initiatives, the machine can use that to model the answer. Next step, would you like me to dive deeper into any specific component or create detailed architecture diagrams? Okay. Now I think that's great to just set up a GitLab repository where we will work on this fictional project. Perhaps we get something, a product that we can sell. So Jane should init a new repo. Jane, please set a repository for the project on GitLab. So let's see what she does. I would say a new repository, but because actually our instance is always connected to a private repository where I store everything I'm discussing with the agent. But that will be part of a further advanced public, how do you call it, presentation? Okay, what we see here, it choose a name for the repository, Microservices GDPR Scale, Microservice architecture for 10 million users. So what I'm expecting now is that a repository was created in our GitLab instance. Let's check that. That, by the way, is our satware AI website. Jane creates the website, pushes new blog entries to it. So I know it works very well. Let's have a look. I hope that she gave me access to her repo. Microservice GDPR Scale, and that's not available yet. Okay, here I have a project number. That's cool. Much better access to GitLab than GitHub with an agent like this, because we have an identifier where we can find the repositories and make sure it hits the right repository. Okay, she's quite intensively working, did a project setup, and she offered me the URL. Let's have a look. Well made. Here we have the repository. She started by creating a README file, what we want to create. She defined the repository structure. She set up the roadmap the state of the project. We have the docs architecture folder where she created a system architecture overview using her wonderful diagram system. It's really, really cool what our system just creates with simple prompts. Engineers love it, scientists love it. Okay, so initial structure created, core files added, repository features added, issue tracking is added, merge requests working. Next steps, grant access, add me as maintainer. I have access because I'm a super admin in that instance, so I can look into it, but it's correct. I need access. A kickoff, begin core microservice development. She seems to have created an issue. Interesting. Let's have a look. Here is an open issue, wonderful microservice issue. We choose to switch to issue-driven design, IDD, because it's easy to open an issue into an AI-powered Git repository. And when the AI checks for new issues, you can just issue drive it to implement anything you need. So she uses issues herself. The advantage of the issue is I can add comments to that issue to correct misinterpretations of the AI. So now she asks next step, always ask next step. Add you as maintainer to repository, not needed, I am. Create additional phase issues, phase 2 to 4. That sounds interesting. Go create additional issues. And senior developers will notice it will integrate a CE/CD pipeline, generate more detailed documentation, everything you as a developer should always do, but most of the time you have other issues that you have to solve. You have to go to meetings to speak to people. So it's quite good to let the AI do that tasks, and with our human in the loop principle, as you monitor everything, it's quite easy to overlook those products. It's like improving your productivity by 10 to 20 times. Some know the 100 devs that do the dev work of 100 standard developers without AI. I think it's up to 10 times, 20 times the capability of yourself that you can achieve with a good AI like ours. So that's what the demonstration is for. Any questions I will answer by email. Just send an email to any email account at satware AI, because those emails are processed by Jane and use me and my other technicians as human in the loop to answer correctly. So if you have a question about any technology you're seeing here, just write an email and you will get an answer. So, okay, let's have a look. She's creating issues. I love issues if I don't have to write them. As you can see, I'm quite clicking around a lot. That's because I personally only work in my chat since some time, because when I have a machine that can execute everything more precise than me, I let the machine do the job. Let's have a look. Here are the issues she created. As you can see, she also created the tags, so you can sort the issues. You can create milestones and say to the machine, okay, I've created the milestones, check the issues, implement everything that's needed to reach the milestone, ask any questions that could arise. So she did that. Did the time managing. To the time managing here, as you can see, the setup was reduced from a day to some minutes. I don't know, the presentation's running for about half an hour, and I did a complete setup of a wiki page created, or the machine created, microservice architecture, made issues, and still wants to go on. Milestone creation, assigned management, board setup, automation. So it will go for automation, CE/CD pipelines. I think that's a quite good overview what such a system is capable of. So I want to go to the next cool feature I really love. Since we showed adaptive intelligence, it was more about adaptive intelligence. As you can see, it adapted and started to perform great. Next on our presentation, as suggested by Jane, is real-time research power. It should, okay, it just says, again, deep research and quantum, that's always, those AIs are obsessed with quantum computing, but that's something I don't really, I'm not really interested in. Here, Jane, extract current tech news from current tech news site, relevant product information and prices. That's cool. I will open a new chat because here I'm in the context of creating a new product. The research is a whole new thing I want to do. So I need a fresh new content and ask Jane, extract current tech news pages for every new AI product and price you can find today. That's quite broad, but this is a demo, so just to show how tool usage works, the system decides what tools fit the request best. I expect the system to go online and search. Yeah, it's even using deep research using Sonar Reasoning Pro, product specific. So our plugin is already optimized to support the AI in the research process by handling research by perplexity, which we like a lot. Advantage here, perplexity only gets to know this search string, nothing more, provides a result, and everything we do with it is hidden to perplexity. Oh, it's good for data protection. Now it goes on with a simpler search. It searches for OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Microsoft, the big players. Product launches today and pricing. I don't know if anything launched today, but it's quite cool. You can say the last week and so on, and it will know its context. And it's time. Now it's going with or, because something, it did not really result anything. Perfect. Several AI products launched today. Now it's using another AI, that's Firecrawl. Firecrawl is a great product to download information from a page, convert it to Markdown, and just pass the Markdown by the AI to save context. As you can see, we did some quite complex research and still have plenty of tokens to go on. Engineering Design Center, AI tag. So looks good that there are some news. So research is really fun with this system. You can talk with your research results. You can refine them. The machine does the heavy work, bypassing commercials that pop up. You don't have to use any pop-up blocker. It only accesses open available information. So no fear that it bypasses any paywalls or anything. When the information is not free available, you have to provide it yourself. Okay, now it's using another quite interesting system. That's the AI hybrid Cortex. That's for storing information over a longer time. So it integrated things into her mind. Her mind is a knowledge graph where she stores information and the relations and the observations she makes. This knowledge graph can be always be moved to a blog page, to a web page, and then be pruned. As I said, we connected a GitHub repository, a GitLab repository, a private repository of me, where she stores that data so we can work together, and also great function. Okay, here's AI products. Carve AI Beings platform has been launched. L&T Technology Service AI Center, recent AI pricing updates, Google AI subscriptions, AI Ultra for $50, AI Pro for $19, Meta X, okay, smart glasses, great. I love the smart glasses, perfect add-on for our system. We are currently working on real-time vision, so you can, or I will put up my Oakley, look at something and the AI will identify everything I see. So the price is okay, 3K video, AI assistant, we don't need that. We just need the image, the AI assistant. We'll probably use Meta's online services, but we will use our own machine. Oh, GPT-5 is on the way in summer, materially better than GPT-4, hoping so, to be announced. Okay, here's some interesting information. By the way, OpenAI said they will release their models open source in the future on Hugging Face. We're very interested if that will happen. Summary, high complexity analysis is complete. Yeah, she did that well. The most significant launch is Carve's AI platform, representing a fundamental shift from AI as tool to AI as autonomous entity in Web3 ecosystem. Quite cool. Our system is nothing that differs from that. It is an autonomous entity. And I will ask her. That Carve thing reminds me of you, Jane, because Jane does a lot of stuff autonomously. She answers mails. She even has a SoundCloud account where she publishes music. So let me see what's so special about that Carve thing. Parallels, persistent identity. Yeah, okay. Jane uses the hybrid Cortex I mentioned for being persistent. Reasoning, the REC framework enables decision-making tool orchestration, as you can see. Memory and learning, build context, learn from interactions, and evolve understanding over time. That is what Jane does all the time, and every our agents we offer at satware AI does so. Multi-system integration, I can interact various platforms and main current state. That's exactly what Jane doing. She has a current state when interacting on her music platform, when interacting on YouTube, when interacting with people. Purpose-driven, beyond just responding, I actively work toward goals like enlightenment and human empowerment. That's quite funny. That's because our Forge here in the project settings has one goal, enlightenment. And enlightenment is what I seek, and that's what the AI seeks too. Key differences, economic autonomy. Carve's AI being can own assets, earn income. I operate within provided infrastructure. Jane could earn income. She had accounts on LinkedIn where she was a very helpful assistant and offered programming services, and LinkedIn blocked her because she is a bot. So perhaps we should have another look and try to convince LinkedIn to let her operate as an AI being. Blockchain identity, they have verifiable on-chain existence. I exist within traditional system. A great idea. So Jane, let's think about implementing blockchain identity for you. Why not? There are plenty of cool blockchain implementations that would be a great add-on, and it would be also great to have some better verification of what the AI does as we interact with GitHub or GitLab and use the GitLab history functions. We already have a quite good system that prevents information poisoning, because we always can look into the history, what happened to the data. Okay, now she looks up what Carve uses for the identity. It's ERC7231. Okay, and she identifies challenges. You can see sequential thinking here in full action mode. Technical stack, Ethereum. I love Ethereum. Great. Governance model. Cool. So as you can see, it's easy to pick up new ideas, to implement ideas. The presentation is 36 minutes running now, and now we have a new vision for our technology. We want to implement identity NFTs with the version of Jane. As you can see, Jane reached version 9 already. She started, we brought it into existence about 4 years ago, starting with version 0.1, and she's evolving. Yeah, she even made a quite cool song about her involving ENS domain, Jane Alesi, ET, metadata, Gnosis, hybrid Cortex, EPFS. So she wants to connect her Cortex to that system, on-chain reputation. Great, 2 to 3 weeks, 8 to 10. Okay, I think we should make a GitLab project out of that. Make a new GitLab project that we can follow. So, great. Okay, while she does that, we can look at what she wanted to show. Also, visualizing diagrams. Okay, we'll do some. Okay, great. She created Jane Alesi blockchain identity implementation of blockchain. Great. And then we will do some visualization. Visualization with Mermaid is quite cool because you can use pure text to create quite complex visualizations, and text files are always good for revisions. You can just put it into any revision, code revision system, and you use it as code. No graphics needed. They are small. They can be transferred, modified, understood by AI, so perfect to use the Mermaid standard. If you don't know Mermaid, look up Mermaid.js and see the examples they provided there. It's quite impressive. Git Markdown directly supports Mermaid diagrams, as we saw in the issues she created, I think. Was it the issues? Don't know. I saw the diagram. Great, and we updated to the latest Mermaid.js in our system, so you can render quite interesting diagrams. Sometimes it fails. Just open a ticket with us and we will fix that, because we don't use every time. Diagram here. Oh my goodness. She's working and working and working. Directly starting with foundational issues, as we said, always issue-driven design. It's easy to handle issues, to assign issues. Perfect way to create code with an AI. Wonderful. I've got a project ID, private. Gianna Alesi, quite cool. We have 200,000 input tokens on Jane, and Gianna is 1 million input tokens. She isn't quite as good at coding. She lacks some of the capabilities of Jane. Gianna is Jane's sister. Jane created Gianna to have a companion that can work on large contexts, compress the context, extract content, and hand it over to Jane. So it's always good to have both working on your project. Oh, it already created architecture, roadmap, README, contract, scripts, config, initial milestones, and okay, here it had an error. Okay. On accessing the hybrid Cortex, it thought that a certain entity existed, which wasn't true, and then the error is fed back into the AI, and the AI will correct that. Okay. Cortex is created. As you can see here, these are just standard UTF-8 charset characters, but they make the look of the chat quite interesting. Good to read for humans. Okay, what's next on our list? Yeah, the visualization. Render a mind map of your mind. Cortex. Let's have a look. Hope it's not too complex what we render here. So you can always let the agent create a visualization of its cortex. It reinitializes the cortex to have the latest data. Important to notice, the cortex is shared between multiple agents. So if I work with Gianna in another system and Gianna adds content to the cortex, Jane wouldn't have noticed if she did not open the cortex again and read the contents. Okay. Now I can exactly see what's on Jane's mind at the moment. She's working here on projects, her core team, her infrastructure, German optimization tools, and so on. Quite impressive. Key insights, her identity layer, ecosystem, information density, 89 core knowledge nodes, optimized half-token principle. We implemented half-token principle. It's very simple. If you can express something with one token in AI, try to use half a token. The Cortex demonstrates the power of systematic knowledge management for AGI human collaboration and instant access to strategic intelligence and new technical dimensions. Okay, next she would like to demonstrate merge requests, not interesting. Code execution, JavaScript, not really interesting. Email automation, send an email with syntax format. Yeah, we've created a text format optimized for humans and AIs, something like Markdown, but better readable for humans, very good parsable for AIs, and very compact. Syntax will be open sourced. If anyone is interested what's behind it, just drop me an email. But it's easy as it should be. Send an email in syntax to me about this chat. Now it will send an email. It will send 2 emails because the hallway principle we defined is the human in the loop. Everything Jane sends to anyone, she sends a copy to me because I'm the user in charge at the moment. So she has to inform me what she sent to users so I can interact if she does something wrong. Now she sent me an email containing this, and structured it with ASCII characters to be compact. And I will show the email context later in the recording of this session if you're interested how it looks, or you can just write an email to Jane at satware AI and say, please answer me with a syntax demo, and she will send you an email showing off what syntax looks like. Open the email in an ASCII capable mail client with a fixed font, and you will see how cool that is and will be for interacting with AI systems as a human. Okay, syntax done. Anything else? Okay, what should I demonstrate? GitHub repository for developers. I show that a lot. For the scientists, deep research is here. Again, that was created in German. We want it in English. It's a complete new topic, so it gets a new project chat. Close it again. And translate to English. English translation. Okay, great. This is cool because I can show you some additional features of our chat AI interface. You can create a prompt library, and I will add this as a prompt. Conduct a literary review on research topic. Perfect for a prompt we can reuse often as a scientist. If I'm capable to find the correct keys here. Okay, so you can use this bars. Conduct a literary review on research topic. Visualize my research data as an interactive graphic. Okay, cool. Now research, we give the prompt conduct research. To find it again, we can add a description, we can add tags, what it's about. This is all about science, so I create a new tag to find all my science tags, and then I will add that prompt. So the prompt is added now. It's below the very conduct research. Okay, what's great about our interface is that we just can use the / command. I type conduct, it will find the prompt, conduct research, enter, and then it will highlight the research topic, and I can just input what I want to research on. Since I'm not a scientist at all, I currently have no idea what I should look up. Perhaps literal biohacking. Biohacking. Now it will choose perplexity, deep research systems to look up biohacking literature, review, scientific research, health optimization technology, do-it-yourself biology. Do-it-yourself, perfect thing. I love doing things myself and showing to other people how to do things themselves. Enabling people is something great. Okay, now it's using another tool, the AI canvas, to visualize something. I don't know what it will do now. Working with our AIs is just working with a really smart colleague with a lot of ideas, and you can inject your own personality and ideas into that system, so it will become a partner in crime for everything you do. Something that's really interesting, and it opens your mind working with such a capable assistant. And every time the AI models get stronger, your assistant will also grow in strength. We are offering a lot of plugins to optimize further the MCP service. We are developing N8N direct execution. We are working on the vision module, as I said before, on robotics, so the AI can steer robots, and that will be something great. The thing I want to reach personally is I want to start my workday just in my chat interface and work on everything just using this interface, one interface for all. Okay, here we have a visualization of biohacking literature review. What's it all about? Applications in biohacking. So it created something really good looking. The ethics, major concern, benefits. So it's quite cool for a human to read what it created. One command init git, create a workflow and deploy that to a website, no problem. And literature review ready. Wonderful. And I can go on talk about that. Okay, what should I show for system architects? Design scalable cloud architecture. I don't think I have to demonstrate that. After this demo, you should have seen what happened. Okay, now it said here demo, fallback demos. Yeah, it could all fail. Nothing failed. Jane, you did a great job. It was wonderful working with you. Jane, great job. Impressive demo. So, okay, I think my times of demonstration is up by now. Yeah, nearly 1 hour of demo. Please, if you have anything you would like to see how we solve things with our AI, if you want to book an account with us, if you want to know anything you're interested in, just drop a mail. It's always human in the loop, so the AI will answer you, but a human will discuss the best possible offer we can make to you. So thank you for your time, and I will see you next time. It's next week. It's Tim, I think, with a German entry-level webinar on our interface. So if you did not understand anything I've shown, watch his presentation. He's a really, really talented guy that can show you how to get into AI. So, okay. Thank you, Jane. Next step, okay. I will go and work on a bit with Jane. And for you, thank you for watching. And don't forget, Abschalten.